Hello, friends, and welcome to Pathologic, Volume 1, Episode 25. So, first thing, I have been wrestling with some YouTube encoding issues that I can't quite understand. There are a couple videos in the catalog now that have some weird video glitches of showing the first frame of the video for a couple seconds somewhere sporadically during the middle of the video while the audio keeps going, and I can't explain it, nor have I found any reports of other people exactly experiencing the same thing. So right now my only solution for this is noticing it and re-uploading the video, which fixes it 50% of the time, or sometimes just puts the glitch somewhere else. So apologies if you've run into those. I've determined it's not a big enough deal for me to go back and re-upload those old videos and lose the comments and everything. So we'll just have to deal with it. But hopefully my new QA practice of watching things over and over again will cause this not to be an issue in the future for you, at least. But if you've got wise words, please leave them in the comments. But all that said, let's move on to talking about today's puzzle, which is one called Meandering Numbers. And it's one that I am not familiar with to date, but it looks like it is pretty approachable. So we will learn about this together as we take a look at the rules. In a meandering numbers puzzle, we will place a number into each cell so that each region contains an orthogonally connected chain of consecutive numbers from 1 to n, where n is the number of cells in the region. Let's break that down for a moment. First, orthogonally connected means connected by an edge in a square grid. It's horizontally and vertically, not diagonally. So we've got a chain of numbers, and it says 1 to n, where n is the number of cells. So, for example, in this 6-cell region right here, we end up with a chain that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All it's saying is that we're going to have all the we're going to count up from 1 to the size of the region. Numbers of the same value may not touch one another, not even diagonally. So that means that since there's a 2 here, we can't have a 2 in any of these three cells. Couldn't be in here anyway because they're in the same region, but these are disallowed. So it's a little bit like a star battle rule there. The 3x3 region surrounding a cell can't contain that same number. So 3 right here, there is no 3s in the 8 cells surrounding the 3. Those are the rules of meandering numbers. Now let's solve a puzzle. Today's meandering numbers puzzle was set by Freddie Hand. The first thing I'm going to look at here, I think, are small regions, because we have this rule that says that the numbers in a region go from 1 to n, where n is the size, and if n is 1, we know that that must just have a 1 in it. By that same token, this domino has to have a 1 and a 2 in it in some order. But I think the most interesting thing to look at now is going to be this 3-cell region, which needs to have 1, 2, 3, and they need to be in an orthogonal chain. The only way you can do that is 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. But if it were from the top, we couldn't put a 1 there because it would be adjacent to this 1. So the 1 has to start down here. 1, 2, 3. Now we got this bigger region, which is 6 cells, and I do see that one end or the other of the chain must be in this cell, and it can't be a 1, so it's going to have to be the 6 up here, and it's going to go 6, 5, 4. Oops, 6, 5. 4, and then 3, 2, 1, or 3, 3, I clicked too many times, 3, 2, 1. Either way, this one's a 2. And this can't be the 1, because then it would be next to that one. So 1, 3. Okay, so that's how that works. What about this 6-cell region? It's got the same shape, just rotated. So again, this has to be the 6 or the 1, and it's not the 1 because diagonal is still considered to be surrounding in this rule set. So this is the 6, 5, 4, and then could it be 3, 2, 1? No, it can't because of the 1 here. So the 3's got to go this way, 2, 1. And we can just keep on trucking with the same idea in this region. Can this be the 1? We'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is this the 1 or the 8? It's the 8, 7, 6. This looks a little bit more difficult to unwind, so I'm just going to leave that for the moment instead of thinking about it, because I see this big boomerang shape is going to be helpful to us because, again, it's got to be a single 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cell sequence right along the line, and this can't be the 1. So the 1 is here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this 3 now has to go from the left so as to not have two 1s next to each other. 1, 2, 3. We've got a big chain here that's got to start from here so as not to have 1s next to each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This domino can't come from the top. It's got to go from the bottom. 1, 2. And this one has either the highest or lowest in this corner. And it's a 7-cell region. So that's the 7, 6. All right, we've done the really easy stuff. Let's finish up these regions. This 6 is going to have to keep on going down to a 5, which can't be here because then it will be next to actually both of these 5s. So it goes up here. And now it needs a 4, which can't be over here because it would be diagonally adjacent to that 4, among other reasons. So 4, 3, 2, 1. We've done that region. Okay, so now how about where does the 5 go as we go down here? 5 can't be south of the 6 because then it would be northeast of the 5. So we're going to put the 5 over here, which puts the 4 here. Okay, now we got either a 3, 2, 1 or a 3, 2, 1. But 1 can't be in this cell because there's a 1 right there. So it goes 3, 2, 1. We've taken care of that corner. So now we just have these two 2x3s to take care of. Okay, how are we going to do that? Well, let's see. What can we learn? The 2 has to be on the top side, and it can't be next to this 2. So one of these is a 2, which puts the 1 next to a 2. So the 1 could go there, can't go here, could go here, can't go there, or here. And the 3 is in this side, also next to a 2, which all of those are. Okay, so this might not be the right way to see this. The 1, nope, the 1 is up on top. So let's see. So we've got a 1, 2 that has to stay on the top. And let's say it was, okay, here's one thing we could do. Let's say this is the 1. And we have to go 1, 2 to the right. Where could the 3 go? Can't go east because it'd be next to this 3. Can't go south because it'd be next to these 3. So this is not the 1. So we can get rid of that option. If this is the 1, that might work. 1, 2, because then we could go 3, 4, 5, 6. That looks okay. It's probably the answer. Let's see if we can disprove this one. 1, 2. We're going to have to go south. 3, 4, 5, 6. We'd have two 6s diagonally next to each other, which cannot be. So this cannot be the 1. So now we have in fact proven that we have to go this way and then down, and that's taken care of. I'm curious if there was a less if-then way of dealing with that. I'm going to think about that when we go over here. This looks like a similar situation. We can't have a 1 or a 2 on this whole side, so the 1 and 2 are over here. If we start at the bottom, with the 1 and then 2 above it. Then we need to have a 3, which can't be up here. And if it were over here, then we would have kind of, I'm just going to type it in here. If we did that, then the 4 can't really go on either side because we wouldn't be able to fill in all 3 spots. So this is not the one. We either start in the middle or on the top. Then the 2, again, is not on the right side, so the 1 over here just puts the 2 somewhere on the left side. That's not useful. But if this is, so let's say this is the 1 and we go up for the 2, then we'd have to go right for the 3, and we cannot do that. So this is not a 2. So one of these is the 2. We're definitely going downward. 1, 2, 3 would give us 4, 5, 6. Seems okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the problem. And in fact, now I see how we can shortcut that. If we go 1, 2, that's enough to give us a dead end here, which is going to have to be the other end of the chain, or the 6. So that's not okay. So we'd have to go 1, 2 north, and we already know that won't work because of the 3. So this is not a 1. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can check our work. That is the solution. I bet there are some lemmas we could learn about regions like this because of what I see in the pattern here. I bet there are some generalizations that work throughout other puzzles of this genre. But for now, I'm going to say that is how you solve a meandering numbers. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and check out the description below for more free puzzles.